Good morning, students. I hope you are good and staying from home. Today we study a beautiful class about the plural nouns. What is a plural noun? We use this in a sentence. For example, we have plural and singular nouns, but today we explain about plural nouns. We have many rules. In the first part, we can see 4 rules for regular nouns, and we have in the last part irregular nouns. In the first one, we can see when we add only the letter s. For example, book in plural is books. When we add e and s, for example, watch, watches in plural. In this part, we have to add IES. For example, diary. We eliminate the letter Y and add, uh, the suffix IES, diaries. We have another rule when we have to add BES. For example, scarf. Scarves is the pronunciation. The another case is irregular nouns because in this part change all the words. For example, tooth, teeth, woman, women, child, children. And we have another examples too. And we continue with another topic that is present simple. In this part, we have a structure that is impositive, subject, verb, and complement or object. For example, the subject always is I, we, they, you. When we use these subjects, we have to put the verb without the letter S, only in singular. But when we use the third person, he, she, it, we have to add the letter S. The verb is in plural. Always. This is a rule. It's very important. In negative form, we have the structure, subject, don't or doesn't. Okay? And the verb plus the complement or object is the same. When we have to use I, the first person, we use in singular don't. This is the auxiliary when we explained about the negative sentence or negative form. I don't, and the verb is the base form with the complement. When we use the third person, like the first part, the she, he, it, we use the auxiliary in plural, doesn't. Okay? But the verb in this case is the same, and the complement is that you prefer. In the question form, we have do or does. Depends. It depends. For example, if you use do, you have to use do when we explain about I, we, they, or you. Okay, we have explained about that. Do we, for example, do we like tea? But if you want to use does in plural, it's only for third person. The verb is the same, always the base form in singular, and the complement. And what more? We have examples. Positive form, I walk. If you want to put a complement, you maybe put I walk in the park. You walk in the park. When we use the third person, he, she, or it, the verb is different, is plural. She walks, he walks, it walks, okay? Only in that cases, he, she, or it. In negative, the only change the auxiliary. For example, the third person, we have to put doesn't, doesn't, because it's different with another subjects. I, you, we, or they, because the rest is with don't, and don't. Okay. Interrogative form. Do I walk? Do you walk? Does she walk? Does he walk? Does it walk? Do we walk? Only change with does when it's third person, he, she, or it. The rest is with do. That's all. It's really, really easy. Only you have to practice. We have spelling rules. When you have to put in plural, for example, in the third person, when is affirmative form, for example, we have spelling rules for the verbs: loves, plays, watches, studies. In this part, we have a rule. For example, teach, we have to add es. Okay, when we have to add ies, for example, fly, eliminate y, and the new verb is flies. Okay, we remember these rules. We have here only verbs. We add to all to other verbs. In this part, only put the letter S. For example, walk, walks. Okay? I recommend that you study this part because it's really important if you want to make a sentence in affirmative form.